Team productivity really is relative to how badly somebody is attached to the outcome this team is trying to get. I had this play out in two ways where I really exaggerated. For one, it was a football team, an AFL Junior football team, and they said they wanted to win a Premiership. As a team, they wanted to win a Premiership. So I proposed that we do training, 6 a.m, 3 mornings a week for about an hour and a half. And we knew that was going to be tough for people to get to school and the like, but that's what I proposed. Now, as soon as that kind of hardship came up, we found out who really wanted to win the Premiership. And there was a big discussion around it. Did we really want it? Another time, I was presenting to an audience and they didn't have any chairs in this particular room where I was presenting, and it was meant to be a 5-minute presentation, but I continued further. And everybody was talking about being a team, but then people stopped getting involved in a conversation that was really important as they all went and got chairs. See, they were passionate about the content and the discussion, because that's what it was. We were workshopping something pretty potent until their own personal discomfort became an issue, and then they would leave that. And you end up with the people who were prepared to suffer some kind of hardship to get the outcome. Now, when we've got a team that really is passionate about that outcome, any kind of tools or resources we give them will magnify their ability to be productive and to work together. However, the people on the outside of that team also are given those tools and resources, but then they use those to magnify their indifference, or whatever you want to call it, sometimes the negativity. It's like the email that goes around and it CCs the entire world in on issues that really not everybody needs to read, and further, that should have been resolved not over 12 emails, but 1 phone call. So when we want to increase team productivity, the first thing we've really got to do is get absolute clarity about what we're moving towards and get a sense of how committed people are to that. Really, like if we outline, we believe to get to that it's going to take A, B, C, and D, do people really want that? And if you don't, we need to know, or we need to manage it, or we need to change something. But that's the first element. The second element is realizing that for that team to work and to excel, it's never going to be a technology issue. So often we want to put some tools in place to liberate productivity, but at the end of the day, productivity from a team will always be a people issue, and it will be less about resource. You need tools, you can't build a house without any bricks, obviously, but it's going to be more a people issue. So therefore, if you want to increase the team productivity, you need to work on that team, and you need to take them through a process or a framework to make sure we're clear on what the outcome is. Now, this is not a kumbaya experience we're talking about here. This is not sitting around and spending more time talking about everyone's feelings and not being accountable. We're talking about very strategic, intelligent discussions that get everybody absolutely clear on exactly what we're going to do, when we're going to do it, what's expected, and what the consequences are if you're not on board. And they're effectively very intelligent strategic meetings. And most people have got no idea how to run a meeting. Most people sit around and fall asleep and they're texting under the desk. You've probably heard that saying before, if you need chairs in a meeting, the meeting's too long. Well, I tend to agree. And so with the building of these teams, what we're looking for is intelligent, brilliant dynamics around some people, and then give them the IT to magnify what they're capable of. Productivity is a people issue just about every single time.